Good Tuesday evening. Welcome to BCP Live. I am Joey McWilliams. Glad to get to visit with you all again. I think it's been a couple of weeks since the last time we met on a Tuesday night, and it is that time of year as the month of November is winding down. It is the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, so I'm sure that everyone has. I'm pretty sure when I was in Walmart today that at least I want to say 1/3 of the population of Durant was actually in Walmart at the same time. Now, here's the good news about that. The good news about that means that supply chain really is kind of kicking back in.
Yeah.
And I know I have, by the way, also, and I want to mention this for the person who is in the window next to me. I have also shopped downtown too, but I had
Yeah.
to get different things in both places. So we have already been downtown. We have tried to keep our money right here in Durant, and that's something I know that the person in the window next to me will get to talk about too. So, without any further ado, let me introduce my guest for the night, and that is Sarah Lewis, who is the executive director. There's a long name, but anyway, the executive director of the Durant Main Street, and who I believe, and not just saying this because she's on the air with me tonight, is doing a fantastic job, and I really appreciate the
Thank
work
you.
that she and her family, by the way, put
Yeah.
in. That's a big deal. So, Sarah, listen, where are you right now? What's going on?
Yeah. So I'm actually right now in a building owned by Kurt Walker, who has graciously allowed us to use the space to prepare holiday decor for downtown. And so I am surrounded by beautiful drawings that Taylor and Sarah from Blue Zones have helped kind of create. And my husband and my daughter and my son are here tonight, and we're painting and filling in all the different lines and just helping make everything fully complete, which is a lot of hard work, a lot of fun. It's been a couple of nights here actually, but we're super excited for what's going to come out of it. We've been amazingly blessed to get the funding from it from the tourism from Discover Durant, and partnering with the chamber and Blue Zones, like I mentioned, as well as Imagine Durant. So it's been an awesome community effort to get this stuff out. So we're super excited to. You've already seen some of the stuff starting to go out. With our amazing Mike Cook, who has just done a phenomenal job on his own. We actually, when we started this stuff, I got bronchitis, and so he was literally out there on his own, setting up all of the stuff around downtown. So just a phenomenal job. Volunteering and dedication is just not enough can be said for the amount of work and effort he's put into this. So it's just awesome. It's been awesome.
You're exactly right, and I want to
Yeah.
mention Mike Cook's name a number of times. As a matter of fact, that may just be the key word here in the broadcast tonight, because I saw him. I was leaving town last week to go broadcast sports over in Arkansas, and I had driven by and I saw him out working, and I was driving by again leaving town and I saw him out working, and so I really appreciate the work he's put in. He does fantastic work, and just a lot of
Yeah.
labor, and definitely
Yeah.
worth the time to talk about him tonight. But in mentioning, you mentioned a lot of organizations, and I want to
Yeah.
stay there just for a second. You
Hmm.
work with Durant Main Street. There are
Yes.
a number of organizations that you mentioned there, Chamber of Commerce and more, that
Hmm.
are in place with trying to do the best they can to build up Durant, Bryan County as a whole too, and,
Hmm.
and build up our community. And I think it's nice to have a lot of people who want the best for this county and this area.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's phenomenal to see the hearts of so many people in this town that care about the local businesses and care about drawing the attention to outsiders to say, like, you don't realize what we have. Honestly, people in this town don't realize what we have. We've definitely had the mindset this year of going into this season of just even rediscovering downtown Durant, because it is amazing how many different stores tell me that people will be down for something and they'll go, "How long have you been here?" And it's like, "Oh, 5 years," and
Yeah.
they just don't even realize what amazing businesses that we have around here. So that has definitely been. Oh, hopefully we don't get too loud. Uh,
You're fine.
um, yeah, but definitely. that's been the focus of just like, man, there is just so many amazing opportunities for shopping down here and around here. And so we've definitely had an amazing time working with people that also feel that same way of just how proud they are in the town that we have and what it has to offer and wants to pour into it to make it look better, to kind of shine it up for when a company comes over, basically. So
Well, and we do want to keep our money local as much as we
yes,
absolutely can. With that in
absolutely.
mind, then, okay, we have one more day, and then
Hmm.
Thanksgiving Day itself rolls around on Thursday. I admit
Right.
I will eat, I will watch football, I will probably eat, and then I will probably watch some more football. And there's family too. I'm just kidding. But
You'll put that
there's a
in somewhere.
yeah, I'll put that in somewhere. But there's a
Yeah.
lot we enjoy the time with the family. We
Yeah.
really, really do. And I want to say that it's a blessing to get to do that. I did it in 2020, regardless of what I was told. But now we're having a little bit more opportunity and throughout our country, I think, to
Right.
get to do that. So we don't
Hmm.
ever want to take that for granted. Now, after Thanksgiving, we know all about Black Friday. There are
Right.
even some things going on within this town and community for Black Friday, but there's also
Mhm.
Small Business Saturday, which is a big deal as
Yes.
well.
Huge deal because as we know with Black Friday, and we do have some businesses that will be open and as far as that goes, but like that really is kind of more for the big businesses, and those outside versus the local small businesses. And that Saturday is very much focused on shopping for at the small businesses. And so we're gonna have I mean, you're not just taking advantage of deals because yeah, there are some deals going on, but it really is more than just a price tag that you're saving. There's an experience to be had down here that you don't get when you're walking around Walmart, that you don't get standing in line at Best Buy or things like that. That
Mhm.
you get in the small boutiques. And so we are going to have a awesome little progressive brunch at several of the businesses: Naughty Pine, the Modern Tot, the Classy Collective, Yui Gifts. Several of the different shops are going to have things like, cinnamon rolls and little breakfast ideas, some mimosas, things like that. So while you're going out shopping, you can kind of have the whole experience of, hey, you know what? Let's stay here for a while. Let's walk here a while and take care of business by getting our gifts, our unique gifts
Right.
for our families and stuff. So we also have our because it is Shop Small Saturday, and that is an event that's kind of sponsored by American Express. We've got some gift bags in our Durant Main Street office, so people can swing by there, get the map for that progressive lunch, as well as kind of get a layout of the map of what businesses have going on, what their hours are going to be, and what sales and deals that they have. Some are having gifts where it's like the first 10 customers get a goodie bag and things like that. So there are definitely some deals to take advantage of, but also just enjoying the experience, like not just feeling rushed and crammed into a store with a bunch of other people, but uh, having a little drink and having a little hot cocoa and
Mhm.
muffin and just enjoying the walk. We also have an opportunity to win some money to help with your shopping downtown. We
I like
are
that.
Yeah, we're not doing our usual Dash for Cash this time around, but we are doing a shopping spree raffle. So we will get information on social media tomorrow about that. So you'll want to make sure to participate in that. It's just $20 to get a chance to win $1,000 shopping spree. So definitely want to take advantage of that to help with that Christmas shopping.
Well, definitely, it is. It's all about shopping local, and I like that. Shout out to Stephen Shane with the hashtag Shop Local. Thank you, Stephen, for watching
Yeah.
tonight, and Michelle. Good to see your name pop up there as always. I appreciate that. Hope Linda's watching as well. And we're with Sarah Lewis tonight, who is the director of the Durant Main Street. I like that, and one of the things I enjoy doing, and I've done it some, and I appreciated it, is to just, park somewhere and walk a little bit and
Yeah.
see that. And I think that we have a great downtown for that, to be able
Yeah.
to, get to park somewhere, walk up and down and see what all's there. And you're going to get a variety of things. And the word that you mentioned a while ago, I want to stick with that word, unique. Okay. There are unique gifts in each one of these places. And I think
Yes.
that's really pretty cool too.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And it is. It's one of those. It's kind of neat. We were in a meeting just this past, or just Monday, yesterday, where when you actually look at an overlay of Walmart on top of our downtown, I mean, it's like
Exactly.
walking from the parking lot to the milk section. So, I mean, it is so cool to not only are you getting a little bit of workout while you're doing what you're doing, but it's minutes. It's just a minute from one spot to another, and so you don't have to get in the car, which sometimes takes more like 10 minutes to get from one place to another. You actually just get to enjoy the walk and see a lot of the stores have done an amazing job decorating their windows. And obviously the stuff that we're pouring into in those organizations I mentioned earlier to just create an environment down here that it's just fun to get out of your house, get out of all the crazy and actually enjoy the winter weather and the winter time.
Are
So,
you saying it's crazy in my house? Have you, I
okay,
didn't
maybe I'm
know.
talking about my house.
No,
It
I was
might.
going to say, I didn't know if you were just looking in the window because it is a little crazy in my house on a regular basis. We've already experienced that a couple of hours ago. Anyway, but I'm thankful. I'm thankful
Yeah.
for all the kids. Really,
Yeah. I mean, well,
sometimes I tell
sometimes,
myself that
especially when
more
you're
than once a
making
day.
such a big
But
meal, like eating a bunch of
yes,
eating and eating and eating a bunch of food. I mean, having that walk outside afterwards is just, it's nice. It's a nice, crisp walk. And a beautiful walk. So,
it
it's very
is.
cool experience that we have that right next to us,
It
nearby.
really
We don't
is.
have to drive to that.
No, and I'm thankful for that too. And so it's
Yep.
right here, right in the middle of Bryan County. And that's an interesting thing too, that not all county seats are right directly, pretty much in the
Mm,
middle of the county. This one is. And so if you're coming in and you're shopping locally from pretty much any part of Bryan County, you happen to be coming into Durant to do that. Boy, it's just right there, right in the middle of everything. So that is cool. Now, also something that is happening. Of course, we talked about Small Business Saturday, Shop
right.
Small Saturday, Shop Local. However it is you want it to remember it, then remember that, and keep in mind. Then right after that, the month of December gets underway. I mean, we're
Hmm.
closing down November. We're headed right into December, and the first weekend in December. The Friday night is the lighting of the Christmas tree here in
Yes.
town.
Yeah, we're super excited. And we're going to have that weekend as well, kicking off that night. We'll have some free ornaments that little kids can kind of make. And so that'll be a fun little experience to have that night. We're going to have hot cocoa and things like that. So it'll be a great time to sit around and meet with Santa and the conductor, because we actually have that downtown, the Durant Polar Express is the theme for the year. And so we're definitely going to have the conductor out there as well, and some bells and things like that for those who still believe. Uh, and so it's going to be a very cool time as far as that goes, and see the beautiful tree getting lit. But that'll kick off our cookie crawl. So that there'll be tickets on sale for that to be a part of the cookie crawl, and check out the different shops and actually get some yummy goodies, some really yummy cookies made local, because
That's
we
cool.
eat local, we shop local, we play local, we all things local around here.
And that's
Um,
going on Friday night.
yes, Friday night, and it'll also go on Saturday. So it'll be two
Okay.
days that you
2 days.
can participate in that. And we'll have our mistletoe market that actually kicks off this weekend, but we'll be going through till December 18th. So if you're
Now
looking for
tell us a
those,
little bit more about that too, and what that's going to look like this year.
right. Yeah, absolutely. So it's very similar to our Magnolia Market that we have during the summertime, but less produce and more of the craft, because it is around that time of Christmas time, and it's a great time to grab a couple little small stocking stuffers and things like that, and decor to put around your house. And so this is going to be a perfect place, as well as getting some of those jams and barbecue sauces and things like that to enjoy during the season as well. So we'll have right now we're at about 12, 13 vendors that are going to be out there. So we're very excited about that. And again, it's just another way to kind of get out of the house and get downtown and kind of experience a little Christmas market during that time. So we're also going to have Santa Claus, some pictures with Santa, so that will be available during those weekends as well, and get to see all of the amazing decor pieces we've been working on. So it'll be really really cool. Trying to make it as much of a uh, photo op opportunity for those of you that want to get out of the house to take the pictures, not just the ones around the table, but in front of some just very neat Christmas decor.
Okay, now really quickly, and
Yep.
I know you're working there, and I appreciate that. So I don't want to take away too much. I know it's 9:16 now on a Tuesday night, but you're still out there working. So props to you for doing that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And in light of all that, say one more time, and I don't want to blow
Uh-huh.
past this really quick because I wanted you to mention it one more time. The raffle. What
Yes.
tell us about that? What's going into that? How do they get involved? And what are
Sure.
the prizes?
So we will have the tickets available at our office. You can always on social media reach out to us if you're interested in buying raffle tickets that way, and we can arrange that. But they're $20 per ticket, and you're entering in for a chance to win $1,000 shopping spree, downtown shopping spree through the businesses down here. So it's going to be a great time to again get some money in your pocket that you wouldn't have had before. I mean, $20 for a chance to win 1,000. I mean, you can buy 5 of those and $100 for a chance to win $1,000. So it's a great opportunity to get a little extra money in your pocket and take advantage of the shopping that is down around downtown. But we will announce the winner December 18th. So once we've gone through the raffle, we will announce the winner and we'll contact them and we'll put on social media as well for them to pick that up. So we'll have a little bit more information again as we post about it on social media tomorrow with more of those details. So the best thing to do is to follow Durant Main Street on Facebook. We'll also have some information on it on our website as well, durantmainstreet.org. To make sure that all those details, because it's one of those things you can give a ton of details, but will you actually remember them later
Yeah,
anyway? The
that's
biggest
true.
thing is all of $20 to try to win $1,000 shopping spree. It's a good deal.
It is a good deal.
Yeah.
Danny says she loves Sarah Lewis, so I wanted to send
Oh,
that love across to you. Make sure that you
thank
know that
you.
on a cool night like tonight. And you mentioned, and I agree with you. I mean, we're throwing a lot of details, but
Right.
some people are watching this the next day. I get this. You're not watching it on a
Yeah.
Tuesday night. You may
Yep.
be watching
Yep.
this on a Wednesday or Thursday, so you can always kind of go back and rewind that. But
Yeah.
you mentioned, and I'll wrap up our time by this. You mentioned stop by the office. Where do they find you?
Durant Main Street. We are on 2nd Avenue between Main Street and Evergreen. So very simple. You'll see our big old sign on our window, Durant Main Street. So super easy to find right there on 2nd Ave.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
thank you, Sarah, for being
absolutely.
with me tonight. I really appreciate
Yeah.
that. God bless you and what you're doing. I appreciate the work you're doing. I know others do too, but we're going to see more of that over the course of the next 3 or 4 weeks. So don't forget about the mistletoe market and the Christmas tree lighting and the raffle. And you know what?
Shop
And oh,
small
by the way,
Saturday.
Don just stopped on here and popped by and said hi, Sarah, too. So um,
Oh,
you're definitely loved. You're a loved person tonight. Feel that way,
oh.
and I appreciate you stop. Thank you for taking time for me.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I really appreciate that, Joey. It's amazing to have that opportunity in this realm as well as multiple other places that we're able to just highlight the businesses down here. They are who we are here for, and
Mhm.
so we are so proud of them. We are so thankful for them, and so the opportunity to share that with other people is so huge. So thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, and I know I will see you again very quickly with more things going on this week. This is Sarah
Yes.
Lewis, the director of the Rant Main Street. Thank you, Sarah. And I'll let her go. And I know she has some other things to do. So, hey, listen, we get a little bit of time here together. We'll talk about that and more. I feel like I don't know. I don't know how to say this. There's glowing purple flame behind me. Not sure. I don't know if that's the best look or not. Anyway, I like it. I think it's cool, but anyway, it is what it is. All right. Now we had Sarah, and I definitely want to mention that. So we'll get rid of the earphones now for a little while. I don't think anybody else is coming on the broadcast tonight. That in mind, don't forget about the Christmas tree lighting, which is then on Friday. That's December 3rd. So that's going on, free thing right here in downtown Durant. Also, a couple more things in the county. Let's talk whole Bryan County as a whole. Number one is Durant, and is the Polar Express Christmas Parade. Now, Sarah alluded to this earlier that the Polar Express is a theme for things that are going on in downtown Durant. That's fine. But the Christmas parade also has that theme. So 7 o'clock is when it was listed that the Christmas parade would start. That is on a Tuesday night. It is December 7th. It's always the first Tuesday in December. And you know what? I think it's cool this year that we're going to have a parade again. Did not have a parade last year. And it was kind of one of those things that you actually paraded yourself around town and got to stop by businesses, which were cool. By the way, very nicely decorated businesses all around downtown Durant. It was a little chilly, I remember that night, and I think I live streamed and went through different places. I'd rather live stream the parade coming through and getting to see all the kids come out and celebrate, and the band and the different floats and all that goes into that. That's going to happen this year. So keep that in mind and be ready for the Durant Christmas parade. Now, there's another Christmas parade in Bryan County that we do have some information on. It is the Okla Christmas Parade, Gnome for the Holiday. Gnome for the Holiday, okay? So that I know. It is the town of Okla, the downtown Christmas parade, and it's going to be at 6 p.m. on Thursday, December 16th. So that's what's going on. There will also be trophies for first and second and third place for the floats. So that's going to go on. Anyway, that's in downtown Okla. So another Christmas parade for us to be ready for and keep that in mind. I'm trying to think. I know there are a number of other things that I wanted to tell you about, but I really wanted, the main thing I wanted to get across tonight was give you an opportunity to hear from Sarah, because she really has a heart for downtown Durant. She has a heart for the businesses of downtown Durant and for doing the things that promote our local businesses. Now, sometimes I know I say on here, hey, we're all about promoting small business. Not every business is small that's local. We have a number of local businesses that are, kind of mid-sized businesses. We have some businesses here locally that are bigger businesses, but we do want to support our local businesses. And for those who are in downtown Durant, I have seen Sarah work. I've had the opportunity to be a part of the Main Street Board a little more intimately in recent months. Than it's my second year to get to serve on that board, and being a part of what's going on and seeing some of these things, and being a part of maybe some of the decisions behind the scenes, but also getting to see these people at work. People like, she talked about Mike Cook. I could spend another 5 minutes talking about Mike Cook. I've seen him and the kind of guy that he is, and what he sows into this and what he gives into this. That means a lot. And that's not something that just happens. It takes a heart. You got to have a heart for these things. You've got to have a servant's mindset, a servant's heart. I've been blessed over the years, and I'm watching that. Yes, Danny, thank you very much. That's your fault, by the way, Danny. But yes, it's a privilege to serve as the president of the Main Street Board for this year, for this term. I owe you one, Danny, by the way. Anyway, but yes, no, hey, Jennifer, thank you for coming late to the party. That's all right. We've been talking about the Classy Collective already tonight as one of the places where people can stop on these parades. So let me go back to Mike. I got a little distracted there, but that's all right. Mike's a great guy, fantastic, absolute great guy. And Sarah, she's a great person and a great person. I enjoy working with these people and seeing what they do behind the scenes. I've had a chance to work with Amber and Stephanie and more, Kendra. Oh my goodness, getting to work with these people who are quality people in our community, but whose heart is to do good things for our local businesses. And we promote our local businesses right here on BCP Live. So that having all been said, I just wanted to take the time to do that tonight. I know I've got a lot of things I could share, lots of things that are on my heart. Maybe over the course of December, we might break down and do a few more things like this. We'll be back on Tuesday night, next Tuesday night. Yeah, next Tuesday night, we will be back on. The following Tuesday night, we'll see. It's probably just going to be the live stream from the Durant Christmas Parade, but we will be back on this coming Tuesday night, and we will talk about more and more of our businesses. Did I hit everything that definitely needed to be hit tonight? Hey, I want to say thanks to all of you all for watching. The YouTube channel is growing, and I appreciate the subscribers for the Bryan County Patriot YouTube channel. We try to put some cool things on there every now and again. And also the Midwest Sports Net YouTube channel is continuing to grow as well. I've had the privilege to get to broadcast some sports the last couple of weekends out and about. Was in the Oklahoma City area, Weatherford, Oklahoma City a couple of weeks ago, in Arkansas and Hot Springs last week, at home with the family this week. We'll be in Missouri and Arkansas next weekend. God's blessed, and I'm excited about sports, so it's nice to get away. But you know what? I was sitting here thinking tonight as was getting ready for this and the opportunity to visit with Sarah and just talk to you all again. It's nice to be back home, and it's nice to get to visit with you all right now. So that all having been said, let me remind you of something. And I thought this was cool, and this is how I'm going to wrap this up tonight. I had an opportunity to get to be a part of a meeting yesterday, and got to hear different people talk about different things going on locally. And one of the best, I don't know, speeches is not the right word, but one of the best pieces of advice that was given talked about the fact that it's been a difficult year, the last year and a half, with all that's gone on COVID wise and just different things that have happened. Some of our local businesses have struggled through this time. I mean, it's been difficult. I mean, when you actually have to shut your business down last spring for a while, I mean, that personally, I didn't agree with it, but that's another story. The point is that businesses struggled. And with that in mind, it's tough sometimes to get through different situations, but we don't need to be operating out of fear. I wasn't the one who said that, by the way, but I agreed with it entirely. We don't need to be operating out of fear. We need to be looking for wisdom. We need to be looking for good ideas. We need to encourage one another, all of our businesses encouraging one another, but we should never, ever be operating out of fear. Don't let that be your mindset. Don't let your decision-making be based on what you're afraid of. Let that sink in for just a little bit. I'm not the one who said it. Now, I agree with it, but I'm just kind of adding to that. Don't let your decision-making be based on what you're afraid of. Look for wisdom. Understand there are situations and there are things, there are difficult things, and there are sometimes things that you need to prepare for so you don't want it to go wrong. There's a difference in planning and being wise and planning in fear. So I just want to encourage you in that. So I will wrap this up by saying, you know what? Number one, be wise. Hey, listen, if you don't feel like you have enough wisdom, God said he'd give it to you. I was praying for people today to help. My vehicle had some problems. It was getting looked at. There was a situation, and people said, we don't know what's going on. Man, I'm praying for those guys to have wisdom too. And they found out what the situation was. The vehicle got fixed. Hey, listen, there's a wisdom for you no matter where you are or what you're dealing with. And if you don't feel like you have the wisdom to get it done, God said, ask and he'd give it to you. He said he would give you wisdom liberally, generously, and without finding fault. So number one, be wise. Number two, walk in love. This is a great time of year to walk in love. It really is. It's a great time to be thankful, and it's a great time to walk in love. I don't know what all of you all believe about Christmas. There are things I do believe about Christmas. Maybe I've gotten past a few other things, but there's still a magic in Christmas. And I think it's just a good time to walk in love. And maybe you haven't been walking in love in a while. Maybe it's a stressful situation. You feel like, I don't know if I can do this or not, but I challenge you. Walk in love. And I one time, a long time ago, as I was wrapping up, and I almost said, it's free to walk in love. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it costs something to love somebody. Often it does. And the price is, it varies depending upon the situation. I challenge you to do it anyway. Carrie, you're exactly right. Perfect love casts out fear. It does. Perfect love casts out fear. Keep that in mind. And love, by the way, covers a multitude of sins too. Those are both Those are both good points. We could stay on those for a while, but I'm wrapping up. I promised I'd wrap up. So, number 2, walk in love. Number 3, do not walk in fear. Don't do it. I dare you. I double dog dare you to not walk in fear. Whatever the situation is, understand you have respect for challenging situations, but you don't walk as people who are afraid. That's right, Danny. If you follow Jesus, it does. It costs a lot, but it's worth it. It is absolutely worth it. And I can attest to that. So anyway, be wise, walk in love, do not walk in fear. Thank you very much to everyone for watching tonight. Thank you for commenting. I appreciate that. Seeing all the names in the comments, it means a lot to me, and it encourages me. So I want to encourage you. Thank you very much for that. And I am blessed to get to visit with you one more night tonight. You know, it was a blessing to have Sarah Lewis with me tonight. And I don't know if she's still watching or not, but if you are, Sarah, thank you so much for being on the show. You're doing a lot. You're having an impact. You're making a difference. And I want to publicly encourage you and publicly commend you for what you're doing. And I've had the chance to get to see it, and I know it's a lot. So thank you very much. Pastor Joe, I hadn't heard that in a while. Hey, we are who we are, right? So that's the gifts and callings of God are without repentance, and they don't ever change or go away. So he gifted me to talk. I don't know where I was going with that, but Mrs. Patriot probably found humor in that one. So anyway, God bless you all. I'll see you again next Tuesday night. Don't forget about all the things that are coming up. I want you to have a happy Thanksgiving, seriously, and be thankful. Find some time over this weekend to be thankful. Let somebody know something that you're thankful for. It won't, if you look, you won't have to look that long to find something. We have a lot to be grateful for. God bless you guys. I will talk to you again soon. Thank you to everyone for watching the show, whether it be tonight, Tuesday night, or Wednesday or Thursday, or whatever day you watch it. You guys have a great Thanksgiving.